Storyblocks.
On Blitz, we have Coach Matt Heyl for the Tallulah Falls Lady Indians, state runner-up. How's that feel, Coach, first of all?
Feels good. It was a goal. One of the goals we had was to get to the Final Four. Like, that was my preseason goal. And so achieving that and a little beyond felt really good.
Yeah. And you went on record at the beginning of the year before the first serve even happened saying this was going to be, for one, the most powerful offense you've ever had, and then one of the best teams to ever come through here, which says a lot. What kind of gives some insight into what made you feel that way about this team and how you feel like they delivered on it this year?
Well, one was with Marga coming back as setter. Like, that sealed some of that in my mind last spring when she decided to come back. Like, that was a big deal because I knew she was at that point one of the best setters we've ever had. And then I had at least three really strong hitters coming, and I knew they'd get better because I know their work ethic. And so I knew through the summer they were going to be better than they were last year. And I didn't lose any of the hitting. And then we get Sophia with us, and the first day she came and pounded that ball and made the whole gym roar when she hit it, I was like, this is definitely going to be the best offense we've ever had. So that just sealed it, kind of that first week, seeing Marga already start clicking. Like, it just happened fast, the click that Marga had with all of her hitters, even though she didn't get to set a single time all summer because she wasn't with us. So we were slower starting than we would have been, but
yeah,
they were solid.
Yeah, they certainly delivered on the hype too. And what was your message going into the state championship match, before and after? What did you talk to the girls about?
Before, it was a convincing them that they were ready because of all the practice we had had. And I knew we hadn't got to prepare for St. Anne's and their fast offense, but I tried to get them to focus on all the hard work that they've done and just the fact that you're ready and you're prepared, and just go do it. Like, let that relax you, even though there's some unknowns about the team. Just go play it because you put in the work for it. And then after, it was just not talk about that, but me just lifting them up and saying how special they were, me telling them, and I know all the other girls, some of the other girls from other teams might hear this, but me just telling them that they're the best team I've had, like how they've gotten along and how they played together, and just encouraging them with that. And just a message of just being proud of them, even though we didn't get everything we wanted, they did it with class, and they did it with greatness. Like, they tried to do the right thing, and it just didn't happen for them.
But still incredible. I mean, to even be in that game was amazing. 200 wins for you during the season, so congratulations on that huge milestone. I know you probably don't care about it as much as other people do, but what does it mean to you to know that you've, in such a short time too, to get 200 wins?
Honestly, I don't think about the wins that much. It was special because it was special to some of the parents that were keeping me up with it. Like, I wouldn't have even known, except I had parents let me know, oh, only two more, only this. And then just what they went through to make it special, like, that was more special to me than the 200 wins, just that they cared that much to set that up for me. Like, that was the best part of it.
And then, it also helps doing that with your daughter. So,
Yeah.
Becca, what a special year. I mean, to close out like that, 4 years with her on the team. Talk about just in general how special this 4-year run has been, and then maybe some fun examples of how tough it can be to separate being Coach Dad.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, from the very beginning, there's just that balance you have to have with it being your daughter. And I went through, I don't know, an evolution of how I treated her. Like, at first it was, I had in my mind, I've got to treat her kind of not harsh, but I've got to make everybody think that I'm not favoring her. And like, that's a horrible, tough balance to have with your daughter, because then when she's a freshman, then I got to go love on her after and make sure she knows, hey, I don't like doing this, and I don't think that was necessarily the best way. So the second year, I asked someone else, and I told her also, hold me accountable, because I don't want to treat you any different than anyone else. And it's not fair to you. And so there were times that, sometimes I would get on her, but it's also, I don't always know what others can handle with critiquing, but I know what my own daughter can handle. So I know sometimes some of the girls might have thought, you're a bad dad, like just what I would say, because sometimes it would just be blunt, and it was like, just do better, Becca. Yeah. And then there would be times that she would blur it too, and say something to me that because we have a joking relationship as a father-daughter, and she, not very often, but every now and then she would get sassy, and so I would have to, like, I wouldn't necessarily do anything then, but I'd come by and whisper at a water break or something like that. I was like, okay, no one else is gonna say something like that, so you can't either, type of thing. But yeah, it was tough at times, but it was also just seeing her grow. Like, I was right there in front of her, watching her grow all those years into becoming a better leader than I could have imagined, and just seeing her grow into that position.
Part of state championship teams.
Oh yeah.
Her career. That's pretty.
And that would have been super. There's so many things we did together. She, like on that 200 win, we celebrated her 100 win, and like just seeing that, I think I was definitely more happy for her than for my 200 wins, but it was like I got my 100 wins when she was a freshman, I got my 200 wins when she was a senior, so it was just a fun journey with her.
Yeah, for sure. And so I know as a coach, you got to be like, I don't know what your time frame is, like when you sort of compartmentalize that season, and then it just switches to like, all right, let's retool the roster. Mm-hmm. Here's what I got coming back. Here's the holes I got to fill. What does that look like for you, and how soon did you kind of start looking to retool that and get excited for next year?
I guess sometimes it depends again on a state championship or a runner-up or something like that. So I let myself, I guess, kind of grieve for a day or whatever. It's still that. It's rough that you lost, but the next day I was looking at all the other top teams' rosters, seeing what they're losing. What can I do? I'm asking questions to my seniors. What do you think? I'm just getting some of their ideas. And when I do a postseason interview, I'm say, what can we do differently that might make the program and culture even better? And so, yeah, I'm already thinking about my own personnel and how it matches up with all the other teams' players, and just what we got to work on in the off season and in the summer. So I've already been thinking of that like since the state championship game. I've been going through that in my mind. So, but yeah, so it's happening already.
Awesome. Well, maybe we'll make another run like that next year. Congratulations on an incredible season, and always proud of what you do here. Thank you.
Appreciate it.